Welcome back to AI Brief. We're diving deep into some exciting developments in artificial intelligence today. For episode 89, we've got a fascinating mix of potential future devices, some serious computing power upgrades, and even a few cosmic surprises that AI is helping us uncover.
Sounds like we've got a packed show.
We do. We do. So let's start with Apple and what they might be planning for their smartwatches. It seems like they're seriously considering putting cameras into future Apple Watch models.
On your wrist.
Right there, on your wrist.
I mean, that's a pretty small space.
Yeah, but from what we're hearing, it's not just for casual photos or videos. The big idea is to enable some pretty advanced AI capabilities. They're calling it visual intelligence.
Visual intelligence. Okay, what exactly does that mean for a smartwatch?
Well, imagine your watch being able not just to see things, but to understand what it's looking at. So if you glance at a restaurant, it could identify it, pull up the menu. Or if you're looking at a landmark, it could give you historical facts.
So it's bringing the kind of visual analysis we're starting to see in smartphones to a device you wear on your wrist. Pretty ambitious.
Definitely ambitious. And the timeline we're hearing is potentially by 2027.
Makes sense. That gives them time to work out the technical challenges. I mean, fitting a decent camera into a watch, plus all the processing power needed for AI, that's not easy.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. And to lead this effort, they've brought in Mike Rockwell. He was a key figure in the development of the Vision Pro headset.
So someone with a lot of experience in computer vision and AI.
Exactly. And it looks like a big part of his focus is going to be on upgrading Siri, using these large language models.
The same kind of technology that's behind all these impressive chatbots we've been seeing.
Right. So imagine having that level of conversational ability and intelligence in Siri right there on your wrist.
It could completely change how we interact with our devices.
Absolutely. And it points towards a future where wearables are a lot more proactive and context-aware, offering information and help based on what they're seeing around us. Now, speaking of the processing power that makes all of this possible, we need to talk about Nvidia.
Yeah, their recent GTC conference was packed with announcements.
Especially their new Blackwell GPU architecture. This is specifically designed for those heavy-duty AI tasks, the kind that power those huge language models with trillions of parameters.
Yeah, and what really stood out to me was their claim of a potential 25-fold reduction in both cost and energy consumption compared to their previous generation.
That's a big deal.
If they can deliver on that, it could make advanced AI a lot more accessible and scalable.
And the architecture itself is incredibly impressive. Each Blackwell GPU has 208 billion transistors.
208 billion, wow.
Yeah, and they're built on a custom manufacturing process from TSMC. Plus, each GPU is basically two high-powered processing units linked together.
So it's like having two supercomputers working as one unified brain.
Exactly. And they've also really enhanced their second-generation transformer engine. It can handle even larger AI models, and it supports this advanced calculation method called 4-bit floating point inference. Basically, it makes the whole process faster and more accurate, especially for these huge language models.
Then there's their NVLink technology, which allows for incredibly fast communication between multiple GPUs. Crucial when you're dealing with models that have trillions of data points.
Right. And then they introduced this NVLink switch system, which drastically speeds up how GPUs communicate with those network interface cards. That's huge for data centers. It allows for much faster data transfer, better overall performance for AI workloads.
So they're not just focusing on the raw power of the GPUs themselves. They're thinking about the whole infrastructure, the network, the connections.
Exactly. They're building a whole ecosystem. And they've made significant advancements in memory technology as well. High bandwidth memory that gives incredibly fast access to data. Plus, support for the latest PCIe and CXL standards. So these GPUs can work with massive amounts of memory, again, vital for those large language models.
It sounds like they're going all in on this idea of creating the foundation for the next generation of AI.
Absolutely. Now, shifting gears a bit, KubeCon plus Cloud Native Con had some interesting announcements as well.
Yeah, HiveMQ, for example, launched their distributed data platform called HiveMQ Pulse. This is about helping companies make sense of all the data coming in from their connected devices and systems.
And it's designed with a flexible architecture. You can connect different data sources, different systems, and there's this unified namespace, so you get a single view of all that operational data. It can be incredibly valuable for making informed decisions.
Makes sense. When you've got thousands, maybe millions of devices sending data, you need a way to organize and understand it all.
Right. We also saw a pretty significant collaboration between C3 AI and McKinsey. They're teaming up to help businesses implement AI at scale. McKinsey brings their expertise in AI strategy, and C3 AI has these enterprise-level AI software applications.
So it's about combining those two strengths to drive real, tangible improvements in how businesses operate and grow.
Exactly. Now, beyond those conferences, there have been some other interesting developments. The European Union has launched this ambitious initiative called Invest AI.
Yeah, 200 billion euros for AI investments. That's a serious commitment.
It is. It includes a 20 billion euro fund specifically for building what they're calling AI gigafactories.
So facilities dedicated to developing and manufacturing advanced AI hardware.
Right. The EU's goal is to become a leader in AI innovation.
Makes sense. They want to be at the forefront of this technology.
Absolutely. And on a smaller scale, but still significant, there's a growing movement to bring AI education to high school students.
Starting early, give them the foundational skills for this technology that's going to be so important.
Exactly. Now let's talk about a few scientific discoveries. The DESI telescope has been observing dark energy, that mysterious force pushing the universe apart.
Yeah, and their findings suggest that its strength might have actually decreased by about 10% over billions of years.
Which is a big deal, because it challenges our current understanding of how the universe works. It might mean we need to rethink some pretty fundamental things about cosmology.
It's a reminder that there's still so much we don't know about the universe.
Absolutely. On a less cosmic but still fascinating note, researchers at Penn State have created an audio technology that can beam sound directly to a person's ears.
Like a personal sound bubble.
Exactly. It uses a specially designed surface to bend sound waves, creating this localized area where you can hear something without anyone else being able to.
It's like having headphones without actually wearing headphones.
Right. Could be huge for focused work in open offices or discrete communication in public. And speaking of unexpected scientific achievements, physicists have managed to create the world's thinnest spaghetti.
Thinnest spaghetti. Really?
Yeah. It's only 0.1 millimeters thick. They used a process called electrospinning. It might sound like a fun experiment, but there's a potential here for developing biodegradable plastics. It's a reminder that even seemingly simple things can lead to interesting discoveries.
It's all about curiosity and experimentation.
Absolutely. Finally, in the world of electric vehicles, BYD has unveiled a new battery system that can add almost 300 miles of range in just 5 minutes of charging.
That's faster than the Tesla superchargers.
It is. And to support this, BYD is planning to build thousands of new fast charging stations. They're making a serious play to challenge Tesla's dominance in the EV market.
It's going to be interesting to see how that competition unfolds.
It is. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at a few AI tools that are trending right now. Tools designed to boost productivity.
Sounds good.
Okay, so for businesses, there's Zeta.io. This is designed for B2B and SaaS companies, helping them better understand customer problems and make data-driven decisions. Then there's Vena Insights, an intelligent analytics platform focused on business planning, and Zendesk, which offers AI-powered customer relationship management to improve customer service and sales.
And for more creative tasks.
There's Pixverse, a video creation tool that helps you turn your ideas into visuals. RC Conductor acts as a smart router for your AI prompts, sending them to the most appropriate AI model, and they offer a lot of free tokens for new users.
Tokens.
Yeah, like credits for using their service.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Pecan. This empowers data analysts with SQL skills to easily build powerful machine learning models.
So making machine learning more accessible to people with existing data skills.
Exactly. 11 Labs specializes in creating really natural-sounding AI voices in multiple languages, great for video creators, businesses. And finally, Dumbo AI, which aims to provide secure and flexible AI solutions for enterprises. So a lot of interesting tools out there.
Definitely. AI is becoming more and more integrated into every aspect of our work and our lives.
That's right. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive.
I hope you found it insightful.
We covered a lot today, from potential future gadgets to the latest advancements in AI hardware and software to some pretty amazing scientific discoveries.
And those new AI tools.
Right. If you enjoyed our deep dive, be sure to follow AI Brief and share it with others who are interested in this rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence.
There's always something new to learn.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.